Okay, so let's have a look at Lightbox Galleries. So what we're going to do is just experiment in the staff play area. I'm going to go to add an activity or resource. That's of course on any topic you can do that. And I'm going to choose the Lightbox Gallery from the resources. Click on add and then you're going to give it a name. So this is the name that will show up as the resource that students can click on. So gallery of what to do images. So in this example, we're going to use a series of images that indicate the correct way to do something, and you might also have another one of these that have a series of images that show what not to do. So in the description, I'll just censor something as an example, but you might get more detailed about this. Cool. So we've got the description in now. There's really not too much we need to worry about here other than you can configure things like how many images you want per row, and that depends on how many images you're going to have in your collection. So we can do things like display the full caption text if there's descriptions for each images, but generally all this is kind of able to be left as default. So I'll hit save and return. We get the new gallery, and of course that gallery is empty at the moment. So we'll click on it and we need to add images. So one process to do that is just simply click on add images, and then we can go like any normal file uploader, we can click on add and go and browse to our computer and start adding images. So I'll do that with a couple. Let's go add an image, upload it, and continue to repeat that process. Now that gets pretty clunky pretty quickly, especially if you've got a dozen or more images to do. So let's back out of that, and instead of adding them one at a time, what we're going to do is we're going to zip up those images. So let me go to this folder of car images, and what I might do is select a bunch of them just by holding shift and clicking, or hold the control key and clicking some extra ones. When I've got those selected, all I need to do is right click and I'm going to send to a compressed zip. So we're going to be able to supply this one file to Moodle, and all of those images are going to go into that gallery. So there's our zip there. So when we go and browse this time, instead of choosing a single image, we're going to look for that zip file. So if I just display in the details view and sort by type, I'll get the zip file straight away. So you'll see it's a lot larger because it's got those images. I might have selected 8 or 10 images. We've got the one file, we upload it once, and that gets transferred up to Moodle. So when I do that, I can hit add images, and Moodle is smart enough to extract those images. So you'll see they're displayed like this initially, and that's because we set the number of images per row as 6. So we might want to choose it as a bit more uniform, something like 4, and then the users see it like this. So you click on here and then they see a nice grid like that. So the idea here is that users can click on an image, and that's the image gets displayed in this light box. So everything else gets blacked out in the background and the focus is on the image, and then they can use the arrow keys on their keyboard to navigate through the images in the gallery. So that is a Lightbox Gallery in Moodle.